Okay guys, now that we know how to fetch videos from the database, let's learn how to insert a new video into the database using Angular service. Now first, we need to add all the UI elements for creating a video. So let's go back to Visual Studio Code, and over here in Video Center HTML, just above this video list tag, I'm going to add a button to create a new video. So this is going to be a button. We're going to add some styling, and then the type is button, again bootstrap styling, and then it says plus new video, so that when we click on it we can insert a new video. Alright, and then just above the video detail HTML, I'm going to add a form to submit a new video. So within the class column SM9, I'm going to add a div tag. Now this div tag is going to have a heading that says new video, and then a form which is going to get submitted to insert a new video into the database. Now what does this form have? We're going to get a reference to this form, so hash form and is equal to ng form, and then a class is equal to vel for bootstrap styling. Now we have three input elements. The first div tag is going to be for the title, the second one is for the URL, the third one is for the description. Each of them have an input element of type text. Now each of them also have a class form control, that is bootstrap styling. And then only the title and the URL are required. We also assign a name, title, URL, and description. We also add the attribute ngModel so that the values within the input fields are accessible using this form reference. And finally, at the bottom, we have a button which is of type submit, which says save. Alright, so now that the UI is done, let's create the method in video.service that will insert a new video into the database. Now to make a post request, we need header and request options from HTTP. So over here, we're also going to make use of headers and request options. So let's import that. Now the URL to make a post request. So over here, I'm going to copy paste this URL again. So private post URL /API/video. Now again, if you recollect, this was configured in the Express server. And finally, we are going to define the method that is going to insert a video. So let's paste it. Let's see how this works. Let me also import videos to get rid of this red squiggly. Alright, just like get videos, to get the videos from database, we have add video method to add a video into the database. So this parameter is nothing but the video that we will be inserting. We specify the headers. We are going to say that the header is content type application/JSON, and then we make it available in the request options. So inside the request options, we have an object headers assigned to this headers. And then we invoke the post method on the HTTP service. We pass in the post URL. We pass in JSON.stringify of this video. So the video that we need to insert, we're going to pass that, and then the options. Now, if you remember again, when we insert a video into the database, we're going to get back a response, and that response is nothing but the video that was inserted. So we are going to map that response to JSON. Right, now that the add video method is ready, let's see how we can call this from the Video Center component. So go to Video Center component.typescript file, and over here, when we submit this form, let's go back to Video Center component, and when we submit this form, we can get hold of the ng submit event. So over here, ng submit event, and then we assign it a handler. So let's call this on submit add video. Then we can pass in the form values. So form dot value. So anytime you click the submit button, so the save button, this particular ng submit event is raised. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do then? we want to call this on submit add video method, passing in the form values. These form values are going to contain the values of the 3 input fields. Alright, so let's define this handler on submit add video in the TypeScript file. So over here, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and over here, I'm going to paste the code and let me explain how it works. So on submit add video, we get the particular video that was submitted. We call the video service add video method, passing in that particular video. Now, of course, in order to get back the data, we need to subscribe to that service. And when we subscribe to the service, we get the response of the new video that was inserted. Now, it is not enough when we just insert into the database. We also need to reflect that in the UI. So in the videos array, we are going to push this new video so that the UI also gets updated. And then we are going to set the new video is equal to the selected video so that a detailed view of the newly inserted video is going to appear. Alright, now let's go and test this in the browser. So first open command prompt and run ng-build. Now let's open the browser, refresh this, and there we go. We have the new video button and also the form to submit a new video. But if you notice, the form is being displayed by default. So this new video button has no purpose whatsoever. And if we click on an existing video, the detail appears below the form. So let's try to improve this. Let's go back to Visual Studio Code and let's add a property that gets toggled based on this new video button. So when you click on this, the value gets toggled. Now this property is going to ensure that either the form or the detail is shown and not both at the same time. So in Video Center component TypeScript file, add a new property. So over here, I'm going to say private hide new video of Boolean type true. So by default, we want to hide the form that is responsible for creating a new video. And then over here, let's define a method new video, and this is going to set hide new video to false. And let's also add this property to the HTML. So in Video Center HTML, over here in the div tag, we are going to say star ngIf is equal to not of hide new video. And similarly, for the video detail component, in the ngIf directive, we are going to show this video only if we are going to show the details only if there is a selected video and not of hide new video. Sorry, and hide new video. And over here for the new video button, we're going to listen to a click event and we are going to toggle or we are going to fire the new video method that we just defined. And finally, in Video Center component.ts, when we select a video, we want to hide the new video. So hide new video is equal to true. Alright, so now we can build this and let's see. ng-build. So now let's go back to the browser. So now as you see, the create new option is not available by default. When I click on plus new video button, we get the new video form. When I click on a particular detailed view, the new video form disappears, and then the detailed view of the particular corresponding video is seen. So let us actually insert a new video. So I'm going to give this demo title, demo URL, and then a demo description. And then I'm going to click on save. And if you check, there you go. So this demo video that we just inserted was fetched from the database. But there was no indication as such that the video got inserted. So what we are going to do is, as soon as you click on this save button, let's close this form. So let's go back to Visual Studio Code. And in Video Center component, we're going to same copy paste this line. So hide new video to true. So now let's build this one final time. So ng-build. Let's go back to the browser, refresh this. And now let's add a new video. So ASD, ASD, ASD. When I click on save, the video disappears and then the detailed view appears. So the title, the URL, and the description of the newly inserted video. The iframe, of course, doesn't display a video because this is not a valid URL. Alright, so that is how you insert a new video into the database. Let me go over the flow one more time because this was pretty complicated. Now in the video center component, we have a button to click that says new video. When you click on this new video button, this particular form appears. Now you fill out the form and you click on the save button. Now what happens when you click on save? This is of type submit, so ng submit event gets fired. And what happens when you capture that? We're going to call onSubmitAddVideo method, passing in the form values. So what does onSubmitAddVideo method do? It calls the video service addVideo method. And what does that do? It is going to make a post request to the server, and then it is going to insert that particular video that was passed. And then we get back a response of that inserted video. So back here, we subscribe to that response and then we push it to the array so that the UI gets updated. Then we make sure that the hide new video property is set to true so that the form disappears. And then the selected video is set to the current video so that the detailed view of that video appears. Now, if this was a bit too much, I suggest you watch it twice or thrice, and I'm confident that you're going to get the hang of it. Alright, so that is how you insert a new video into the database. In the next video, in the next lecture, let's see how to update a video in the database. So thank you guys for watching and don't forget to subscribe.